Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. So I think first things first, we're gonna get the 2 fields sprayed before we forget, mainly. That's like the last thing I would want is to, well, forget to spray the fields. Then we get to harvest a field full of weeds. We do have this soybean field here. My goal is to get these 2 fields sprayed, that harvested, and these 2 replanted, and probably take some more trees, because we are actually out of wood in the sawmill right now. And I'd rather not keep it like that, especially with all the trees we have to still go through. I did decide more than likely we'll probably end up buying like a big low loader and a dolly, and that's how we'll just sell a bunch of planks like that. It's gonna be a lot. I'll probably try to get one of the bigger low loaders. We'll have the money for it. It's just a massive convenience fee. Because more likely, like right now, I think just the planks we have right now would easily be 1 or 2 loads on our current trailer. And there's still a lot more to go. So we'll see, of course. We'll see how much we end up with, really. That's going to be an interesting thing. My goal is to get it fairly full today, the sawmill. And then just, let it go a decent ways down and cut more. That's if not the whole forest would fit in there, of course. If it does take like a lot, even get anywhere near filling it, then we'll just fill it up a decent amount. Okay, we are not too far from finishing this field, actually. This is a pretty good sized sprayer, so it never takes too long at all. We'll probably be really close on using all of our fertilizer with those 2 fields. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if we used all of the solid fertilizer, because then we can start getting rid of some of the liquid fertilizer that we have. It's only like 1,000 liters. It's not like it's a lot, but I would like to get rid of it. We can't really sell it or do anything else with it. Yeah, we probably won't put anything into that old canola field either. I know it's obviously open land, and we're at a point where we could probably fit one more harvest of like sorghum in it. But it's not it's not like it's the greatest yielding field. So I would prefer to spend more time on the other fields that do have, better soil and stuff. I'd also prefer not to hit a tree. And I did realize today we could probably get rid of the feed mixer now. We are at a point where we don't really need it. So we could potentially sell it, but you could say the same thing about the windrower, the baler, the tedder. I think we still have the plow even. But it's just one of those things where, like, we could sell it now, but what if we do need it for whatever reason? Then I'll be kicking myself for selling it so early. Well, looks like we probably have about 1 more strip, maybe? Yeah, that's about it. These fields don't take too long to spray. That's kind of just one of those things you just got to get out of the way. That way we can get to the fun stuff, like harvesting and cutting down trees and planting and all that. I don't know if we'll be planting much more after this. It's hard to say. It really depends on our fertilizer situation. If we have enough solid fertilizer from left over after planting 2 fields, which I doubt we would, but you never know. We could do another one then and use our liquid fertilizer. Well, I suppose we have a full bay free once again now. Yeah, the cows probably have about 1 more day of food. Sheep are about 2 months more of food. Chickens, I'm gonna try and just keep them enough food until right at the end. As the eggs high price is like November, so if they keep food and everything, we can just sell the eggs right at that same time. Let me put this out here. Well, actually, I think we'll get this repaired while we are bringing it over. It's not too low, but we do have a bunch of harvests coming up. So we can make sure it's at the tip-top shape. Better than the paint condition, at least. Holy. The paint condition is absolutely horribly bad. Although, you know, it showed like the paint condition was 0. Maybe this is just me, but shouldn't we see like noticeable parts of paint missing? And we really don't. I don't know. And maybe it's because it's a mod. So that might change things, obviously. But that's just something I just thought of. How is something 0 condition, but it looks absolutely brand new. I suppose we can't see our yield map with the mini map down. It looks good though. Looks good. Probably a little bit better than last time, which I think we limed it in between these last 2. So that would make sense. I would hope it would be a little better. Because we did actually buy lime, which was something that at one point I was not planning on doing. Nor was I really hoping we would. But, you know, a certain point where it's like, it's so bad, just almost have to do it. You're just losing too much yield. Well, I think I will go ahead and time-lapse this harvest. It shouldn't really take too long. So yeah, I will talk to everyone once the time-lapse is done. Surprisingly, we didn't need to empty in the middle, actually. That kind of surprising to me. Looks like the yield was better across the board. So I don't think it was that. I think I said it last episode too. I think what I was thinking of when I said, oh, we should get 20,000 liters, I think I was thinking of like sorghum or some other crop, because pretty obvious soybeans ain't getting you that. So let's finish up this last little bit here, get it emptied. Actually, we can just bring it right to the farm. We'll have to head that direction at some point anyways. So we really didn't need that trailer. While that is unloading, we'll grab the Fent, get it hooked up to... Oh, we're rock climbing now. We'll get it hooked up to the planter. Get that ready. Well, actually, no, we're going to cut some trees in the middle. I'd probably end up doing a time lapse for the planting, and I don't like do too many back to back. Well, maybe that's not out of wood. I thought it was. I didn't see any spawned earlier. We have 9,000 liters. There's actually a decent amount there. Well, unfortunately for the deer, we will be cutting these down. I think we're going to just slowly push this direction. So apologies to our deer friends here. Oh. Okay. I think if we go back to here, that would be a good ways in. We'd probably be almost halfway cut through the thing. Like right here. This tree kind of be the cutoff point. So it'll be just these up here. That tree will be safe. At least for now. And we'll cut these down. Now actually the oaks actually get a little bit more liter wise. Surprisingly. Okay, if we look at our cutoff tree, looks like we have probably these oaks and those two. So we actually have a good amount more to do here. Well, I think I'll probably do a quick little jump cut. We'll get... Holy God, there's a lot of trees in here. I'll get all of the stumps cut out and everything. That way we have a bunch of room. Holy... Did it just get brighter or something? Like, it just looks so much brighter. You know what? I think we'll cut this tree too. Yeah, we'll do a quick jump cut. We'll get all the stumps cut up. Make it a little bit easier. All right. So I think I got them all. It's hard to say, especially with the oaks. The oaks aren't the best thing to be able to cut the leaves off and stuff, so the branches. And is it R? Yes, and then it's B. There we go. I don't always remember that part. This should fill it up a good amount. Hopefully that's far enough in. Yep. Already at 18,000 liters. of wood in there. Yeah, it just looks so much more open now. You just don't realize it after you haven't seen it for so long. It just looks so much more open. We still do have a lot more to cut, though. Probably 3 more oak trees that are laying down. And 1 more spruce. Yeah, I think I'm right, yeah. Looks about right. We might cut down 1 more spruce, and then we can just bring 2 at a time. This one does not want to actually go into the trigger that badly. We already have almost 65,000 liters of wood in there. I'm kind of curious. Okay, it can definitely hold a lot more. That should be quite a bit of planks. It's going to be interesting to see just how much you get from all these fields. Well, not all of these fields, but all of these trees. How many planks will you get and how much money? If we get a good amount, then maybe, you know, learning for future reasons, maybe we should be looking to start this up sooner next time. Can I try to get out of here? There we go. I would imagine we will get a lot, though. Just looking at this. Yeah, I think we'll cut the 1 more down for the spruce. Then I think the trees will be mostly in line, too. Yeah, you can see now we really don't have that much left. I think in total we've done about half. So I think we'll cut down this one here. That way we're bringing 2 at a time. These are some mighty big trees for this spruce. Yet somehow they're worth less than the oaks, for liter-wise at least. Which, I mean, yeah, that would actually make it worth less because you're selling it off of the liter amount, so the oaks are actually more money than the spruce. Like I said last time, I think it's just a more dense wood or something. It's a heavier wood. That's my assumption, at least. Can't reach. Okay, I can reach there, though. It just looks so much brighter over here. Like, wow. Just a couple trees really do make a difference. So that puts us at 85,000 liters. I think last time we put 40. And we have 38,000 liters right now in there. So there might be $500,000 worth of trees once you go all the way through the sawmill. We might cut some of those other ones down too if we have time. But the priority is getting the ones that we actually spent money for the saplings and planting them. Yeah, I think it is cost effective to a point where I think we should try to do it earlier in any sort of future survival challenge or anything. I also think we should do productions earlier. Obviously, there's money involved. You gotta get the money to actually do it first. Oh, I suppose the combine's still running. And And how much did we end up with for soybeans? 116,000 liters, which is almost $260,000. We'll still have that big field to go too. After that, all of the soybeans are done. And honestly, I gotta run quick. What episode are we on? Okay, so this should be episode 93, so these should be ready, 97, 98. So this will likely be the last time we plant. Just because, like, that sorghum field, I doubt we're going to get done today. Maybe, if we get time. I don't think we'll plant anything else. I really don't. At least I don't foresee it happening. Yeah, we'll see how much for solid fertilizer we use. Yeah, like I said, if we do run out, we can always very easily just put some liquid fertilizer down. Which it does look like we are going through a decent amount on this. I don't know if it'll be enough to completely run out. I think that field way over there that we did for sorghum not too long ago, I think that used almost 1,000 liters. And that's probably a little bit bigger than one of these, I think. Well, I think I'll go ahead and time-lapse the rest of the planting. Shouldn't take too long. And yeah, we'll see if we run out of fertilizer. If not, then we'll just, I don't know what we'll do with the extra. Probably put it in the greenhouse, maybe. Yeah, I will talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Alrighty, we're just wrapping up the planting here. So we do have a decent amount of the field that will need to be fertilized. Basically the whole center section of the field. We didn't even finish the first lap around until it completely ran out. So we will have to grab the sprayer and I was going to say the Massey, but it really doesn't matter actually. It's still early on, so we can just use the Fendt on the sprayer. It won't make a difference. I think we have 900 liters, so it should be able to finish this whole thing. And really we'll have so little left that we would have to buy more to even plant another field. And I'd rather try to avoid that. I'm not sure what we'll do with the extra seeds and stuff, because we do have one bag in there still. And I know the greenhouse is a little bit low. The lettuce greenhouse. But eventually it's going to run out of solid fertilizer, so I don't know if it really makes the difference what we put in there. So we'll go and grab the sprayer, and we'll get emptied out, and put the liquid fertilizer in. We'll see how much it is. Okay, that should easily be enough to finish that field. I don't think you can do any more, but it should be able to finish this at least. Because I'd rather not buy any at this point. Some of this may not, the texture may look different. That's only because I went over it a second time after it ran out of fertilizer. So it does have fertilizer, it's just not going to have the darker texture, that's all. Yeah, looks like we have about one more strip we have to do, and then this will be fully fertilized. So yeah, there'll easily be enough left. Honestly, if it was a smaller field, there probably would be enough to spray it again. So I don't know. So worth trying to get that small field ready for a second harvest? It would be really tight though. It probably would be the last harvest. I don't know if it's worth it. You wouldn't gain much from it. Well, last couple times we've harvested, we got like 20,000 liters. So maybe you would gain, I mean, decent amount of money, like 15 grand. 20 grand probably. Once you figure in the environmental score and all that. I don't know, maybe it would be worth it. I think it is a good yielding field. You know, the only thing is I'd have to harvest it next time, and the soybeans are going to be highest in June, which is when that big field is also ready. So it's just one of those things. I don't know if we have the ability. I really don't. I got to check to make sure this field was all done. Just to verify. It looks to be pretty good. Nothing to complain about. Well, anyways, that is everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.